Hello and welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an empath, intuitive card reader, and a visionary as well. I'm here this evening to do the general monthly reading for the month of October for the sign of Pisces. Alright, let's get right into the shuffle. For those of you that are new, this is a general reading which may or may not resonate with you. This is also for Pisces Sun. Check out your moon signs and your rising signs through my other videos as well. They may resonate more with you sometimes than your sun sign reading will. And why shortchange yourself? Check out all your signs, whatever they may be. This is for Pisces. What is in store for Pisces in this 5-card spread? This general spread for October 2017. Okay, these are your cards. Okay, here we go, Pisces. Let's see here. This is a good card. Queen of Pentacles, kindness. This is your overall energy for this reading. And your finances and wealth. Knight of Pentacles, loyalty. I just heard making commitments, financial commitments to yourself. Your hearth and your home, strength, and it represents stability. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Your challenges. The Knight of Wands for October, defense. Okay. And your message from Spirit, the final card is the King of the Ocean, and he represents order. Once I have exhausted these 5 cards of their meanings, I will pull one from my deck of tarot, which is an overall significator. So what that's for to me, what this is for when I pull a significator, is if there's something in the reading that needs to be re-emphasized, it'll come out here, absolutely. And sometimes there's something a little bit more important that needs to be spotlighted and stand on its own to be given the attention that it needs to be given. Let's see here. Pulling out all forces tonight. I got some of my gems here and got them down here. Okay, let's go. All right. Okay. Queen of Pentacles, Pisces. Kindness. Show yourself a little tenderness. That's what's coming off, right off. That's what I just felt, and that's what I just heard. Show yourself a little bit of tenderness. This is a very affectionate, generous woman. She is a wise helper that we all like to have in our life. This is somebody that you can go to, Pisces, that is, I'm hearing bare bones with this person or this energy. But I'm feeling this is a person, not so much an energy. But this is, I'm just hearing, what I mean by bare bones is there's nothing covering her. She is what she is. There's nothing hidden. She's very wise. She's very loving. She's very warm. This is somebody that you may turn to in your time of need, if you need someone to speak to, you need someone to turn to, you need someone to confide in, you need advice. Hopefully you have this person in your life. Hopefully this resonates with most of you, with all of you in a perfect world. But we all want someone like this in our lives. This woman, the way you can recognize her, so says tarot, she's a lover of nature, a lover of home. She loves her family. She is very, very practical, very down to earth. If you identify with this card as the U card, because sometimes it is, especially where it falls right into your overall energy, it's the number 1 card, chances are you'll relate to it as the U card. It shows you to focus on key tasks right now. Spend your money very, very wisely. Also, this could be, for those of you in the workforce, this could be a woman on the job, at work, that supports you. You can turn to her for any, she's somebody you can trust. If there's anybody like that, for those of you that are in the workforce, If there's somebody there and you're like, I feel like I can trust her, but who can I really trust? You can trust her. She is what she is. She's not going to turn into a demon the minute you're the one that needs her. So don't think that way. I'm feeling you can go to her comfortably, very, very comfortably. For the rest of you, this is somebody that's either within the family, outside the family, somebody that's very close to you, and you should feel very fortunate that you have somebody like that, because not everybody does. The advice of the card is to be hands-on. That means do everything yourself for the month of October. Anything that you can do for yourself, you need to do for yourself. Get involved with things. Don't sit back, and don't sit back in the shadows. This isn't the time to do that. You need to be part of the participation of life. You need to get yourself. I'm hearing it'll do you good in the long run. I'm hearing therapeutically, it'll do you good to be hands-on, to get involved. Give practical help whenever you see somebody that needs practical help. Then go to the rescue if you're able to do so. Be supportive of other people. You get your mind off your own self, and sometimes that's very therapeutic as well. Share your knowledge with those. If you see people stuck, help them out in any way that you can at all. Anyway, giving advice, giving suggestions, this sort of a thing. Keywords are generosity, fertility, money, comfort, love, nature. Children and animals are coming to the forefront as well over the month of October. Your second card is in your financial sector. It is the King of Pentacles, very fitting, and it's all about loyalty. But I'm hearing loyalty to you. I'm hearing pay yourself. You need to start paying yourself. So this falls in a good place. That's just what came through just now. You need to pay yourself. When this knight shows up, he's very, very slow, and he's very, very steady, and he's very careful, and he plans his moves with care. He may not be the most charming, but he is loyal, and he's very, very trustworthy. This guy, I say this all the time with this, sometimes when you stand back and look at him, and if you can look at him with no connection here, you go, what a jerk. The guy's just strange. He's weird. I don't like him. There's nothing warm and fuzzy about him at all. Like, he's just not like other people. But there is a connection there for some of you, and it's somebody that you need to deal with. They're not out to win your love. They're not out to impress you. They don't need to. This is what it is with this guy. He doesn't need to impress anybody. Who he is, what he does, stands on its own with a lot of merit and strength, and he's highly respected by those around him. People go to him for advice. People want to follow in his footsteps. People look up to him, but it's all very serious all of the time. This isn't a really happy-go-lucky, joyful person. Like I said, he won't win any congeniality awards at all as being warm and fuzzy and the nicest guy of the pack. It just isn't going to happen. But intellectually, he's very driven. He's very, very smart. He's very, very serious. And he's somebody that you can take very seriously, and he takes you seriously as well. Any offers that this guy makes to any of you, this person, and it is a man. This is gender specific in this case. That's what I'm feeling. This is a man. But you can take whatever they say as gospel, the truth. It doesn't matter. And you do without a doubt. There's no, some things may be a little hard around the edges with him too, because he's not cold. He's just matter of fact. He's really anal. It's either black or it's white. There's not much gray area with this guy. So, here's the darn thing, because your mind automatically says that's ridiculous. There's color everywhere. Nothing's black and white. That's what this guy believes. And here's the weird thing: as much as you may not want to admit it, is what I'm hearing. You're gonna go, but he always lands on his feet. He's right. Everything he says, he's right, and that just kind of irks you a little bit. It works for him. It may not work for everybody else, but it works for him, which is really strange. This guy also, you can recognize him because he has a really, really good future potential in business. He's doing very, very well for himself in investments and projects as well. And in property, he shows really good potential in his choices, which means he could be a real estate broker or something along those lines. Somebody that's helping you find a new home could be part of it, or advising you. Oh, jeez, itches. My mouth gets itchy when I read, as does my nose, but my mouth, it drives me nuts. It's got something to do with, well, all this esoterics, but that's, yeah. Now I don't have fleas. But this guy, yeah, this guy's really, he's amazing. He's an amazing human being. Trying to find more words for him. Um, so says tarot, though. This is time to make some serious projects, serious decisions about your long-term future. In the financial sense, you want some security there, and this guy can help you with that as well. He could be a lawyer, could fall into that realm, a financial advisor of some kind as well. It can tell you how to get the most bang for your buck, and maybe you can put trust in this guy. He's never going to lead you down the wrong path. It isn't going to happen with him. The advice of this card is real hard work is not the most exciting, and when you have to go back and redo things more than once, it's no fun either. But after the fact, down the road in the bigger picture, you will feel like, wow, I'm glad I put in the extra work. I'm really glad that I stuck this out. I'm glad that I stuck my heels in the ground and I'm not going anywhere. I'm glad I'm devoted. I'm glad I've made this commitment. That's what I'm hearing for you. You'll look back and you go, I'm glad that I did all of that. It's paid off. It's going to bring you incredible fulfillment within. Your keywords are order and planning, trust, work, property, investment, um, and yes, property. So it's just a great card all the way around. Your third card is strength, and the keyword for this is stability, and it falls into your family, your heart, your hearth, your home, and all those really great things. This card comes forward, so some of you may find yourself in a position where you feel like you need to stand your ground in some situations, in opinions, in happenings that are going on around you. You need to stand your ground. You're going to have a lot of patience to get through something without blowing your cork. Put it that way. That's what I just heard. But stand your ground. Be very patient in the face of any conflicts that come up during the month of October. Be the wiser person. Even if you don't feel very wise, pretend you are. It's a great way to be. Just pretend you are. In the face of whatever conflict it is, don't never let them see you sweat, as they say. Don't let yourself be overwhelmed by situations or other people, especially, because that could come into play. What opposes you is going to be lower than you now. Remember that you are not negative. You are in the light. You are all that's good. And what opposes you is always going to be something that's negative of you. Okay? And you want to be like the magnet that's pushing that away and not attracting it, right? So just remember you're in a better place. You can handle this. You're above it. Don't lower yourself. That's a hard one. You're going to be challenged in that area. These are things that are affecting the family, affecting relationships, affecting maybe your job. These are things that are very close to you and matter to you. These are the things that can keep you awake at night as well. So they're important. Don't let anyone bully you or intimidate you in any way, shape, or form. My God, stand your ground. Stand your ground. Don't back down. It's really going to mean a lot down the road that you did, and people are going to think twice before they take you on again. This is a long-term effect thing. It's going to have a long reach into the future. Stand your flipping ground. That's all I can tell you. But don't lose your compassion. Always keep your cool about you as well. And don't let any boundaries that you've laid out be crossed by anybody in any way, shape, or form. You keep your boundaries, you make them known, and say, don't even cross this line. You can just look at somebody, give someone a look, Pisces. That's the way you are. There's just this look that you can put out there, and people just, they're ready to say something, and then whoa, they see something in your eyes, and it says, don't challenge me or you'll be sorry. And it leaves them with a feeling of uncertainty, and that may be all it takes for you to get past and through this. But don't let yourself be taken advantage of. Remain very, very strong. Not sometimes, this card, the overall common meaning of it is strength of character. That you may find that you're tested in. I just told you how to not go there, so did tarot. Don't go there. Remain strong, remain grounded. Don't go crazy. Don't lose your compassion or composure. All right? You can do it all in a look. That's for some of you anyways. The advice of the card. Stand firm. Take the higher moral ground. Your character is being tested. You handle the challenges without compromise or panic as well. Please remember that. You've got that on your side. Your keywords are courage and patience, endurance and risk, balance, opposition, Vitality, vitality, vitality. This can also mean a literal return of strength for some of you. That means mentally, emotionally, and physically, by the way. So your challenges for the month, 9 of Wands, your defense. These cards all follow each other. They all interlock, and this is all making perfect sense to me here. This card finds you, and your challenges are going to be that you'll be fully exerting yourself. I'm hearing more of a mental thing than a physical thing, a more emotional thing, exerting yourself, trying to go the extra mile, trying to hold it all in, trying to not lose it. Trying to be very, very patient. It's going to take the patience of a strength for some of you to get through some of the things you're going to be going through. Some of you are going to be feeling very protective of a job or your job, your property, defending your actions, defending your family, feeling protective of your family, feeling a need to stand by by your actions from the past. You may be asking yourself if you're holding on tight due to fear, or is it just an exhausting habit at this time? You may be feeling a need of constant diligence. And that's the thing. Is it a habit? I'm holding on to the past. Do I learn, in order to learn lessons from the past, do I have to hold on to the past? There's a question to be asked. And the question is, no, you take the good from it, you take the lessons and you carry them with you. But let that go. Let that go, whatever that is, because it's negative stuff usually. The best lessons come through the hardest times. Okay, the harder the time that you go through, the best lessons, you'll never forget them. They'll stay by you forever and serve you well many, many times over. So you're not repeating the same mistakes over and over again. The advice of the card, protect what is yours, but free up your thinking and create some mental space for your future that solidifies where you are, what you're protecting, what you're standing for. That solidifies it because you're making that space. You're creating that in your head. And that is going to someday come to fruition. Fruition. It'll come true. It's a hard word. I usually get that off, but now tonight, here's the thing. These are things that matter in life. These are the things you're willing to fight for and stand for. And be damned, nobody's going to move you. Pisces, you're going to stand your ground. Sweet, lovable, generous, kind, compassionate Pisces is going to be tested. And I am very sorry. Please don't shoot me or hate tarot. It's just the way it is. These are going to be your challenges for the month. The keywords are determination and sacrifice. Yes, sacrifice of yourself, of having to put in the extra time is what I'm hearing here. Hard work, protection, rigidity, and fear. All right. Try not to feed the fear too much. That's not a good thing. Your next card and the last card in this 5 cards, Bright King of the Ocean. He represents order. This is a great way to end this reading. And I'm feeling this is for the last 2 readings, this one and the one before, I'm feeling have had happily ever afters. And that's what this is. You may be going through this topsy-turvy kind of a month. There's a lot of challenges here. But you're going to come out okay because he's here to restore order and balance to your life again. You're going to have that, Pisces. You do have that to look forward to. It's a wonderful thing. And you're going to feel richer for everything that you've gone through. And you're going to feel stronger, more self-assured. I'm feeling like if I have to take the world on now, I know that I can. There's no doubt in your mind. Any boundaries that have been crossed when this card shows up, order and balance is going to be restored. An end to disputes as well. Things would be set to rights once again. Some of you are going to be throwing yourself into your work around the house, around the home, the landscape that you call your home. More work going into that because you have some energy you need to burn off. So we are going to get outside. It is coming into fall. We're getting some beautiful days here. So you're just like, I'm going to throw myself into this because I really need to. I have so much energy to. You're going to do so much holding back through these harder times that you've got to expel that somehow. So it's going to go into a lot of physical. You're just going to keep your hands busy to burn all that off that you've been holding in. You need to release it, and that's a really, really healthy way to do it. Good for you. Anybody that feels they've lost their position within their life, I don't mean to say leadership, but that position of hierarchy If you felt that slip a little bit, you're going to gain that back. That's coming back to you. This guy can also stand for a father figure as well. For some of you that may need to turn that way. The advice is now is time. It's now the time to work on yourself. To readjust yourself, to know that you have the power now to do what needs to be carried out and what needs to be done. Your keywords are protection, protection and boundaries, transitions, and authority are highlighted from this card. And now I'm going to shuffle up tarot here and we'll pull one more card at your significator. I pulled a muscle in my arm. I vaguely remember how I did it. These cards are heavy. They're as big as my feet. Every time I pick them up, oh, the muscles. I pulled it. I did something to it. I'm not sure what. One significator, please, for this 5-card spread. For the sign of Pisces for this general reading for the month of October 2017. And we thank you for this. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Beautiful. Yes. Come on. All right, here we go. Seven of Pentacles. Very interesting. That's what you got. You guys know the drill that know me well. Where's my book? I always pull the book on these for those of you that are new. Okay. I read verbatim from the card. This card, we can look at it when I'm reading. You don't need to see me. This card represents a fear of a failure. Oh, is it that late already? Hurry up. There. This card represents a fear of failure. Be patient. Don't rush. Self-control will win the day. We've kind of covered that already in your reading. That's being re-emphasized. Keep control. If you have a run of bad financial fortune, it's time to examine your reactions. If you believe you'll fail, then you surely will. Please heed this message as I'm feeling the heat off of this one, all right? If you feel that you're going to fail, then you surely will. We have a major role in creating our own reality. Our own reality. If we expect negative things, we are inviting them into our lives. So we go about that in a roundabout way and say, well, there you go. Okay, that was a good reading. The readings have been really crazy this month. They're so intense, or maybe it's just me. I don't know what it is. But all in a good way, I guess. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that reading. I hope it hit home. I hope it helped. Just hold on, all right? Just hold on. You're going to get through it. You are going to get through these challenges. Remain wise and remain calm. And even if you don't feel that, believe it. And you know what? You believe it long enough, it'll be so. And other people are going to see that, and they're going to think twice before messing with you, Pisces, because you're known to be such giving, kind people. Anyways, if you like this reading and you'd like to have something specific just for you, I do offer that service. The information for that is found down below this video window in the Show More section. Please read through there once. Grab my email there that you see. I use that for everything. Ship it off. I'll get you taken care of pretty quickly. Also, what else? You can not only find Beafundi Fortunes here on YouTube, but you can find it on Google and Blogspot and Twitter and Facebook as well under the Facebook group Beafundi Fortunes. It's a closed private group that is full of like-minded individuals like you and like me, and it's just, other than to say, it is, I think, one of the best groups there is on Facebook. Yes, I do. I feel very lucky to be part of that. So thank you very much for that. Thank you to all subscribers. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. Also, I think that's about it. But if you're ever looking for me, you can always find me right here. If I'm not sitting right here, usually found walking on the beach down below, along the water's edge to hold the mightiest, highest tides on the whole planet, the beautiful and the bountiful Bay of Fundy. And I love my tides. And here's the thing. If you're looking for me, you find me down there. You're always going to catch me waiting on the next high tide. I'm wishing you a really, really good month. I hope to see you back here in a week. I'll be doing weeklies. We follow the month of October through to see how it unfolds. Peace into you as always. And I wish you all the very, very best and have a great, I hope to see you all back here next week anyway. Have a good night and see you next week. Bye-bye for now.